Hello and welcome to Matchday Live. I feel weird introducing something for Oxford United with you here.
Yeah, well, we were going to call this the preview show, but I've got the copyright on that, so you'll have to call this Matchday Live.
Yeah.
This is very much your section, young man.
Haven't got the cash, but do say, what is this and why are we doing it?
First of all, I should explain, I'm Chris Williams, I'm the club's communications manager, and this is
Liam Burton, and I'm a fan, an actor and presenter.
And podcaster. So we recognise as a club that what fans are maybe missing is that banter before the game. Well, it's not really much banter with us two idiots sitting here, but the banter before the game, where you go and meet your mates in a pub and you build up to you get the team news, you discuss how the week's been and what's been going on. So we wanted to try and fill that void a tiny little bit. Don't expect banter, two dull men talking to the camera. But oh no, that's knocked you down in the first episode. But we're not going to. We just wanted something different because. What's the point of watching the one show for half an hour and then you suddenly go into Oxford United? This is like the one show, but with less Alex Jones.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. The lighting isn't as good because we're worried at the moment about reflection off the backdrop here.
It's not the backdrop, is it? I can see it there.
Right, okay. So a few things to talk about with today's game. They have armbands on. Why do they have armbands on, Chris?
So Harry Dunn, a lot of you will know the story of Harry Dunn, we actually lived between Banbury and Bicester, was killed in a road accident on his motorbike in Crowton. I'm not going to go into the politics of it. You can go and search out. A lot of you will know what that's all about anyway. It's not our place to go into the politics about it. Harry worked in a well-known coffee chain where Craig Short used to go in, so he knew Harry. Harry was a Northampton town supporter. His dad's a mad keen season ticket holder. So I spoke to Northampton's chairman, Kelvin Thomas, our former chairman, said we should do something. Craig wanted to do something. So the players are all wearing green armbands, green ribbons, which is the Justice for Harry campaign.
So it's basically smack bang in the middle of the two grounds, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And it's a terrible story. We don't want to make a lot of it, but it's worth letting people know that we are thinking of Harry and his family.
Absolutely, and
good upbeat start.
Yeah. Let's talk about team news because that's just been announced, and we have.
Ooh.
There we are.
Oh, hang on. Whoa, hang on.
Display. I mean, it's slightly corrupt. There will be technical issues today because this is the first time we're trying this. But there we are. We've got a graphic.
I'll explain that again because this is the first time we've tried this. It's new software, new presenters. It's a new experience for all of us. We will get better at this. You're better. So let's do the team news here. The big discussion yesterday was about Rob Atkinson, who at Blackpool on Saturday landed awkwardly. Gary Medine, the striker, basically landed on him. They had a real battle. They really fought each other all the way through on Saturday. So Rob was a doubt. He had the camera's too low, but it's on his hip, very bruised, very sore. He was in 50-50. He came in 2 o'clock, had a fitness check, and didn't make it. So Moose carries on at centre-half. And then Jordan Obita thinks he can play Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. Carl's not sure, the medical team aren't sure. So he drops out and Mide comes in to play up on the left and the front three, I would imagine, today.
Okay. And just looking at the bench, we've got Eastwood, Clare, Hall, Ford, Hanson, and
This is a technical thing. You need to wear your glasses.
Or I could check out my paper. That's right there. I'll end the setup at some point. Okay, so there's something else with today's game as well, isn't there?
Well, you'll remember that. I'll tell you what Northampton's lineup is. There's a couple of familiar faces from Northampton. One of them is Ricky Holmes. Go on, let's court controversy. You saw Ricky play for Oxford United. What's your thoughts?
I think he is an outstandingly good player who has had a very troubled time with injury.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see him overcome that. Not tonight.
I've just actually been having a chat with him, socially distanced chat with Ricky Holmes. He is fit, he's well. He was singing the praises. They have a Spanish physio or sports scientist at Northampton. Basically, Ricky thought he was going to finish. The physio said, give me 8 weeks and I will get you fit. And in that 8 weeks, he performed miracles. And so Ricky feels really fit, really ready. I told him not to score. I can't give you his answer. It was very short. But he's one of those annoying players that always scores against us, isn't he?
Yeah, and usually worldies as well.
The thing you couldn't remember to say.
I know what it is now.
Go on then.
Yeah. Hospitals.
Yeah, go on, because I'm on here.
Yeah.
So we always go to the children's hospital before Christmas. The players, Rosie is brilliant. We'll get him on here for one of these. I'll step out of the way. It's just another ball man. Rosie is amazing at organising it. We always take the players down there. They usually chip in a tenner each for to buy toys and DVDs or whatever for the wards. So we can't do it because of COVID. We can't go to the hospital. So we talked to the hospital, what can we do? And they said, well, give us that tenner each, £250. Brilliant. That will buy a load of equipment for the hospital. So I went and told Moose, who is a genius. He said, well, we'll all put in 20. That's 500. I told Tiger, who will be watching this, happy birthday, Tiger. Here's his real name. He's not called Tiger. What's his name, Liam?
I'll tell you who's able to do it.
Tiger's real name.
Fraser Webster says it really
well.
I'll get the club historian to say it later.
Good. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you, Tiger.
I'm a ventriloquist.
Tiger said, 500 quid. We'll put that in from the club. We'll match that. And then we mucked about on Twitter last week, me and Moose again, and the fans have matched that. So that's 1,500. If you're watching this, and look, can you believe this content is free to watch? Well, if you're feeling guilty about that, go and put some money, go and look for the Oxford Hospital's Christmas Appeal, put some money in there, please. It's a really good thing that we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I donated because I got your films wrong.
Yeah. That was about the favourite films. But
I would have
watched the proper preview show, not the free-to-air version. Yeah. Go and watch the proper one.
And talking of preview shows, things like that, in iFollow, you have a few interviews at the moment. Leading up to this one, Carl Robinson, John Messinio, and Jordan Obita.
Yeah, that was easy for me yesterday. I do the interviews in the pre-match. All three of them great talkers. They spoke really well about the game, their excitement about playing it. They get the importance of this. And all of them understand the importance of having the fans back. There's 2,000 fans here. I was just outside just before we came and did this, and the first few fans were coming through the turnstile. You can see them looking around like, wow, I'm back home. Everybody will get a chance to go on another time about tickets and allocations and stuff, but everybody, hopefully, 2 out of the 3 games season ticket holders will get back. It's unbelievably brilliant to have people back here. I've hated being in an empty stadium.
Yeah, it sort of feels like a game now, doesn't it?
Well, you've been here last 2 games you've been here?
Yeah, 3. So I've seen the Crew game, another game, and the whole game.
Yeah, you haven't seen us win yet.
No, and they get shouted at today by the manager because I'm apparently a bad luck, but they've got to put that right.
He shouts at everybody. Don't take it personally. What was it like, the experience of being in an empty stadium?
It was. To come away from watching Oxford United lose, and I wasn't beside myself. And so it was just like I wasn't watching a game. It's like I didn't count. It was like watching a kick around, and it was fine. But I didn't get those nerves. I didn't get excited. And then as soon as the keepers came out against Hull, and you got the cheers from the crowd, and even just seeing the stewards all lining up, it just felt like we were at a football match.
Yeah, absolutely. I found it difficult to do reports. I do the match reports during the game. At Charlton, I missed them having the men sent off. It was 10 minutes later. I realised we were playing against 10 men. You can't hear the roar of the crowd. It's really difficult to concentrate. It's like being at a testimonial game where it's just not football as we know it. So tonight will be different, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Double the fans from the whole game. Right, okay, so you did do some interviews in iFollow. One of them is Jordan Obita. Let's have a look at what he had to say.
Right, first thing I want to talk to you about is, I was in the room when Amy was saying to you, yeah, just take it easy, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, that will come. And you were saying, no, I can do Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. That was 2 or 3 weeks ago. What is the state of play now?
Whatever game I'm available for, I'm fit. People probably think I probably couldn't do it, and I've done it. So I've known that from the very start. Obviously, last season I didn't play Saturday, Tuesday. But now I'm feeling very confident that I can do it.
But every player wants to play Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, don't they? It's actually, you've got to be a little bit sensible with it, surely.
No. I'm fully fit every game. I make sure I am. And if I'm not playing on a Tuesday, then I'm not going to be happy, obviously, because I want to play football as much as I can. Nothing wrong with my knee. I'm just always raring to go every game, every week.
And in true test style, the person that gets interviewed is on the bench. Right, I have club historian Martin Brodetsky, who I keep wanting to call a jet ski for some reason.
That's
but
fine.
Boris is.
Boris will do anything. Anything you want.
Okay. Okay. Right, so club historian.
Yes.
Again, we have a graphic for this. How are we against Northampton?
Okay, well, the graphic is not misleading, but it's quite complex. When it says Oxford and Northampton, it means games played at Oxford and games played at Northampton rather than each club's individual record. So as you'll see from the graphic, we are much better at home than we are away. Well, that's slightly skewed because we've been playing Northampton since the mid-60s, and the first 10 times we played them, we only lost once, we only drew once, so we won 8 out of the first 10 games. However, we haven't won any of the last 8, and we haven't beaten them since 2014. So I think we're due for a change.
But with any sort of football match, there's the results one thing. A big season for us both a couple of years ago. It was a better footballing side. You don't have to answer that.
Well, it's clear to everyone who was watching either side play who the best footballer side was.
Absolutely. Right, what do you have in your hand?
I have a copy of today's match programme, a paper, hard copy, not online, proper programme.
That you can look through.
You can look through, you can read interviews, you can see match action, you can do all sorts of exciting things. You can even keep it as a souvenir later.
And how much is it?
To you, just £3, £3 English pounds.
Excellent. And if you're not at the game?
If you're not at the game, you can download it online from www.matchdayfix.com/OUFC. Or you can write in afterwards, and if we haven't sold out, then we may have some spare copies. You can write in, they cost £3 plus £1.86 postage.
Excellent. Thanks very much for that. That was a good little plug. I liked it.
Yeah.
That was very good.
I enjoyed it.
So you said about the last time we beat them was 2014. Let's have a look at that very game. Each time I see that penalty, I think it's going to hit the bar. Right, okay, so the women's team played at the weekend, so let's see how they got on. Okay, so I have the assistant manager of the women's team with me now, Kath Faulkner. Hello.
Hello.
Right, okay. How was it coming back into football after, what, a month off?
Yeah, so during lockdown, our games and training were all postponed, which was a difficult period. Obviously, we'd been going really well pre-lockdown to then be told we can't do anything. Our strength and conditioning coaches put together plans. As coaches, we all created individual sort of player technical things they could work on at home in their gardens, and all the players were brilliant through lockdown. It's very easy just to do nothing, but they came back in really good condition, which meant we could actually go straight into doing football stuff at training. We had 3 sessions with them and then into the game.
So you did stuff on Zoom whilst that was happening, or? Yeah,
so we did Tuesday night to replace our training. Our strength and conditioning coach took a session. He also put together plans for them to do stuff, to do runs and things to keep themselves ticking over.
And I'm right in thinking you have a forfeit if anyone tries to speak when they're on mute.
Oh yeah, if people speak while on mute, they have to do 5-star jumps. That's just. I
think that's fair enough. It should happen in all offices.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Or burpees. That'd be yeah, tough. So you've now got a little while before you have a home game.
Yeah, so we're away on Sunday, away to Plymouth. Nice easy trip for the last game before Christmas. And then obviously we have a Christmas break, unlike the men's, where they obviously play straight through. Asking our girls to train on Christmas Day as an amateur team might be just a little too much. And then we're back on the 3rd of January with an away game in the FA Cup. We've drawn our league rivals, Cardiff City, before we're back at home again at Court Place Farm.
You're absolutely flying this season. Is there any part of you that's worried about what's going to happen, or do you think that they'll see the season out one way or another?
At the moment, we don't know. It's one of the things we talk about within sessions, just for the girls to live every moment. We're involved at this level of football because we love football. All the players, all the coaching staff, we do it because we love it. So it's just that living every day. Like if something happens, you put everything into it. I don't think they will, because they cancelled last season. I don't think you can cancel a second season in a row for all teams across the country. There were a number last year who had either won all their games that season in both men's and women's pyramids, who were told you can't get promoted this year, even though you're mathematically already promoted, because we're voiding the season. So I don't think they can do that 2 in a row. Hopefully, however long the season lasts, they finish it.
2027.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see. Right, okay, so we're coming close to kick-off now. You've left the club in your media role, but you are still volunteering on match days.
Yes, yeah, you can't keep me away that easily.
We'll let you go and do those things. In the meantime, here are some words from iFollow.
Follow in your heart, in spirit, in soul. You make every tackle, score every goal. You're part of it, wherever you are in the world. From the first minute until the last kick. Victories, heartbreaks. You're part of the fabric, the passion, devotion, supercharging emotion. For you, there is only one. Abiding loyalty, togetherness that is second to none. Follow every kick, every tackle, every goal. With access to live stream games and matchday commentary, with coverage spanning the globe. Behind the scene content, newsletters and match highlights. There's no better way for you to get closer to your club. And with iFollow sales supporting them, no better way to show your love. When you can't be there with iFollow.
We're watching the view count here, and it shot up then during an iFollow advert. So that was interesting.
Must have known I was coming.
Yeah, right, okay, so you are Liam Potter, that's correct, Liam Burton, and then there's Liam Kelly and Liam Gilbert and Liam Faulkner, all the Liams. Right, your role on the match day, you've been doing the moments you missed.
Yes, that's correct. So I've been busy going around the stadium, outside and inside, catching up with fans who are coming back into the stadium, which is really lovely to see. And just generally just getting content around the place during the match day.
And how does it look out there this evening?
Yes, it's getting busy. It's nice to see 2,000 back in for the first time. Can really feel the buzz around the stadium. And yeah, it's just that whole feel of the match day, it's got that buzz about it again, which we've missed for so long now. So it's so nice to see everybody there and some familiar faces among the crowd as well.
Excellent. All covered by face masks, obviously needs to happen at the moment, but also Northampton away is the coldest match I've ever been at. It's cold this evening, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely bitterly cold. So I hope everyone who's here has brought layers.
Yeah.
And everyone who will be coming for future games brings layers. It's
But
very
face
important.
masks really help, don't they?
They do. Oh my goodness, yeah. They really help. They do keep you warm. So maybe that's an added bonus.
Yeah.
For some people.
I'm going to keep wearing mine for a fair while afterwards.
Yeah.
I think any winter games, even post everything. Yeah,
Absolutely. Being based pitch side as well for me. Obviously, I'm in amongst the elements, so it's been a godsend these past few weeks.
Do you think it's helpful for your role? You're a fan first and foremost, so you know what you would miss if you weren't at the game. So those moments you missed, is that really helpful to know what to capture?
Yeah, absolutely. I go in with the mindset of what would I like to see if I was sat at home. So obviously all the behind the scenes content, the players having banter between each other, that's all kind of the bits I like to try and capture. And then obviously the goals as well, most importantly.
I was speaking to someone the other day who just said, I need 50 angles of everything that happens.
Yeah, obviously we only have one camera, so unfortunately I don't have that pleasure. But it's nice to be able to capture a different angle of things people may not be seeing as much at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at last season with obviously goal cam, but fan cam as well, when that was in for the City game, and I mean that footage was used time and time again. It was brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's stuff that I love to use whilst I'm making the videos, as well as people who watch it love to see it as well. So it works both ways, really. I absolutely love that kind of content myself. So it's stuff I look to try and implement into the club, I guess.
Okay. Right, I'm going to close off now. It's up to you if you stay in shot or not. What do you want to do?
Nobody wants to see me.
Right, clear off then. Right, thanks very much to everyone who has watched this. It has been Matchday Live. Right now, Chris Williams is going to take the computer up to do the match report. Martin, or Boris, or whatever he wants to be called, is going to be tweeting during the game. Ian Potter's gone off already to start the moments you missed. Kath will be doing things around, as I said, volunteering on match days, and I'll carry on with the Insta stories. If you have enjoyed watching this, please let us know. If you haven't, don't just say didn't like it, suggest improvements. We'd love to hear what you'd like to see, and hopefully we'll be able to add more content into this as well. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to the iFollow advert. Make sure you've got your iFollow pass for the game, and just sign up because the interviews are great in there anyway. Right, okay, so thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.
Are we a viral sensation?